What does a clay disc, a ghost army, and a 12-sided mystery cube have in common? No one knows, and that's exactly the problem. Terve, my dearly disturbed, and welcome to today's jauntily macabre ramble through history's coldest case files. Let's get into it.
Morbid History.
Number 1. The Greenland Norse. In the year of 985, a very quarrelsome man named Erik the Red found himself freshly exiled after a squabble with his neighbor, which ended in some cancellation charges. Thus, he had no choice but to embark west to escape justice. And luckily for him, he discovered a frozen wilderness that he named Greenland, hoping that misleading name would attract other settlers. And it sure did. For centuries, these Norse communities clung to the coasts, raising sheep and even building churches and trading walrus ivory. But suddenly, in around the 1400s, they seem to have just vanished into thin air. Entire villages just stood empty, houses intact with their personal belongings still there, but no people. As if they had just up and left in the middle of their normal daily routine. So, what actually happened? Was it the Little Ice Age, starvation, collapse of trade, or did pride doom them, refusing to adopt Inuit survival techniques? So, today all that remains are the ruins, of course, and what was found. Haunting records of marriages, births, but, of course, no documents pertaining to any demise that would have happened there. Indeed, the colony simply just faded into obscurity, leaving us with a frustrating wee little mystery. Jump into that rabbit hole if you like, I promise it won't hurt. Number 2. The Yonaguni Monument. Off the coast of Yonaguni, Japan, submerged beneath the waves like some sulking Cthulhu, rests a colossal stone structure that has haunted divers and baffled archaeologists since its accidental discovery in 1986. Some state that they can see terraces, steps, rectangular pyramids, and even a triangular pool there on the sea floor. So yeah, no one knows, of course, if it's actually man-made or just the sea ocean being weird again, as it does. And some others say that it is, of course, a long-lost sunken city, crafted by some long-lost civilization that predates our recorded history. And on the other side of the coin, others say it's just natural erosion, or even maybe an ancient stone quarry. And for some reason, I want to lean towards that theory. But then again, I am absolutely not an expert in underwater stone structures, so yeah, you should not be listening to me, of course. Adding to the mystery of it all, some divers have reported seeing what appear to be etched or engraved symbols, even possible roads. but there's zero record of anyone building anything like this in the region, above water or below. So, did the sea swallow up a prehistoric culture? Or are we, as humans, as we do, just projecting some ancient hope and whimsical mystery onto some very, very symmetrical rocks at the bottom of the ocean? Per usual, the ocean isn't very, very forthcoming with its secret. Get into that rabbit hole, it'll be fun, I promise. Number 3. The disappearance of the 9th Legion. The 9th Legion was one of Rome's most battle-hardened units. So far, so good. Until around the year 120, when it was sent north to Britannia and just never returned. There was no death toll, no final campaign, just eerie silence from the big ups there in Rome. The official records that they have just stopped. As if this 9th Legion was just swallowed up by the Moors there in the northern parts of ancient Britain. Did they fall to northern tribes? Did they quietly disband after some disastrous defeat? And did Rome just erase their memory to hide the shame? No one knows for certain, but the ghost of the 9th still haunts military historians and Highland Hills alike. Modern digs, archaeological diggings in the sites up there have found some bits and bobs, military equipment, shards, and just stuff that could have come from this legion, but they still don't give a good answer. Just leaving us with this very unsettling idea that an huge empire could lose an entire army and pretend like nothing happened. Truly a vanishing act of imperial proportions. Great. Number 4. The Roman Docahedron. That was an extremely hard word to pronounce. I am so very sorry. Either way, imagine a little bronze thingy. It has 12 flat sides, each pierced with a hole, and these were found all over ancient Rome. And no one knows what it was actually for. Because, hey, the Romans apparently saw this as such a just normal part of their life that no one even considered leaving a little note for the future us to explain the dang little thing. Dozens of them have been found scattered across the former Roman Empire. Each one has holes of different sizes in each face and little knobs on the corners. They aren't mentioned in any Roman text, not labeled, not explained, just left behind for us to consider and study without any meaningful results so far. Of course, we have theories galore, and some of them are that they were used to measure distances. Others think they were just candlestick holders, a weird form of dice, or even tools for making knitting easier. But these have been debunked because they just don't fit the design. And then there's the fact that some of them have been found in graves, others just in field fields under the soil? Were they sacred, scientific, fancy fidget toys? The Romans took the answer to their graves and left us staring at these bronze riddles so far with 0 answers there too. Go ahead into that rabbit hole and hopefully you'll be able to solve the riddle. Number 5. The Phaistos Disc. Spiraling symbols pressed like stamps parade across its surface in a language no one's managed to read. Discovered in 1908 on the island of Crete, the Phaistos Disc is a 3,700-year-old enigma baked into fired clay. Is it a hymn, a spell, or even a menu from some extremely cryptic tavern? Some believe it's all a hoax, a 20th century prank with astonishing craftsmanship. But one rather important thing points to the disc being genuine. Some of the symbols were completely unknown until much later, when some archaeologists found more ancient pottery bearing the same stamps. Either way, scientists, people, and historians alike throw up their hands. Decoders have been debunked, and all the while the disc just sits in a museum, smugly silent, mocking every attempt to make it speak. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Which one of these mysteries are your favorites, or do you just have one favorite? Let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell. It's free for you, but it helps my channel so freaking much. And a giant thanks to my channel members and my Patreon members. It's thanks to you that I'm able to keep this channel running, because I'm a poor hermit, and the tiny income I get from you, well, I can, of course, afford to buy my softwares and everything that I need for the channel and making my videos as good as possible. So a giant thanks. Mwah! You're amazing. And, of course, until next time, stay hydrated, stay amazing, but most of all, stay morbid, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye bye!